Hey guys, what's up? Carlson SK here, and welcome back to episode 13 of the Ironman Completionist series. For this episode, we are going to be attempting to knock out some pretty big goals. For one, we are going to be attempting to get 100 combat through Slayer. Following this, we are going to knock out all the requirements needed to do all the hard diaries. And then lastly, we are of course going to do the diaries themselves. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and continue where we left off in the last episode and dive right into these fight caves. Let's go! First attempt again. Next task. Cave horrors. I don't need another black mask. Next task. There is no way this is real. I am not doing a back-to-back Jad task. I'm gonna skip that task. There is 75 Slayer. We now have access to gargoyles, and I don't know why the message disappeared. We'll have to see what else we can do. Alright, turns out gargoyles is the only thing we have access to with 75 Slayer, which is still really nice because we can have the ability to kill a new Slayer boss, being the Grotesque Guardians. Next, what a task. We only have 4 more Cal fights to kill, as you can see right here. And with this, I actually want to go ahead and kill the Cal fight queen. It's going to put us at a total of 5 KC if I were to do all 4 kills there. So I'm going to do that just for fun to see if we can maybe get lucky with the drop. Here is the gear setup that we're going to run this time. It's very similar to the last time that we killed KQ, except that we got a few new upgrades and overall some better stats. I did actually decide not to bring range this time because it ended up being pretty much useless last time. And I think a barrel chest anchor with piety is better overall anyways. And apparently that's fine because this guy just said I was a legend. So what we're hoping to get from this is actually just the Cal fight queen head. If we can get a dragon chain or a pet as well, I would not complain at all. But I really want that head so we can get the elite desert diaries done and have access to that shortcut over there. Insanely close kill, 27 HP. And we get 2 torsal seeds, not too bad. Torsal seeds again, okay. Our 4th Cal fight queen kill for a rune chain body, the wrong one. Our 5th and final kill of this task, 5 total KC, coming in for some dark crabs and gold ore. It was fun while it lasted, but you know what that means. Next, and now we have to kill 161 demonic gorillas. Fun. Hey, an elite combat task. Damn, that's a big drop. Oh my god, guys, we got a dragon scimitar, best in slot item. Can't believe we just got this. Not for real though, our first trip was pretty successful. We got 10 kills, quite a bit of money. Only took 3 pair pots and a good amount of food, but I'd say it was worth it overall. Alright, you guys may not know this, but I just spent the past month playing leagues. It was a very gruesome and tedious grind, but I finally got it knocked out. I went for 7,500 points for the Elite Void and the Mystic set. And unlike the Trail Wizard League, I'm not going to pursue a lot of points, and I'm happy with stopping at 7,500. Anyways, enough talk. Let's go ahead and check out our kingdom, because the entire time I did leagues, I did manage to keep the money up in there, as well as 100% rep. And I now don't have access to my quest cape. Okay, what is the reasoning for that? Land of the Goblins, of course. I guess that's on the list of things to do. Anyways, let's talk to our boy Grim and see what he is going to say. For one, I want to check how much money I have in here real quick. We still have 1.7 mil. Okay, that's perfect. If we go ahead and click collect all my resources. Holy crap. Okay, I did not expect that much. So for one, we got 4,000 teak logs. That is a lot of construction XP. And we got all of these herbs. What? With everything banked, we still have a value of 102 mil, so that's nice. I didn't lose too much money over leagues. Anyways, let's go ahead and head back to Demonic Gorillas and finish up that task. That is what I remember doing before I hopped off for leagues. Only issue is we have no more food, so I am going to have to go ahead and cook all of this for the task. Which is cool, because I needed food anyways. Off to the Assidious Kitchens we go. And just a couple hours later, there is 80 cooking. We can now officially cook sharks, which is really nice, because I do have 500 in the bank. I will not be cooking those sharks right now, though, because I don't really want to burn them. So with that inventory, we are actually done cooking for now because we have no more raw food other than the sharks. Also, I failed to notice entirely because I was a little bit too lax during that grind. We are officially over 1750 total level. So we now have access to those worlds, which is really nice. Back to what's actually important though, we have all this cooked food now, so we can go back and finish up our Demonic Gorillas task. We have 151 more kills to go, so hopefully in that time we can get a Zenite. At the same time though, I hope I don't, because if I get one, I'm going to have to partake in an unbelievable crafting grind. Did another 4 demonic gorilla kills and remembered that I have the arc light now, and somehow that just sparked a memory that I can now kill Skotizo. Here's the gear setup in inventory. I'm fairly confident I can do at least 2 kills in one trip, maybe 3 if I get lucky. I'll probably end up banking, but whatever. And there we go, easy peasy kill. What are we going to get? A hard clue. Sweet. That also completed 3 combat tasks, 2 mediums, 1 easy. Completely forgot that I get a hard clue from this boss, so I am going to go ahead and do these clues between each kill. And there's the casket. Let's go ahead and get another Skotizo kill. Second kill incoming for Death Runes. And there is our third kill for an elite clue. Okay, not bad. Honestly, was not expecting too much. I was hoping that we could have got planks or something better than just runes and some plate bodies, but still not bad. Hey, yo, our first unique, Ballista Limbs. Okay. The back-to-back? Come on. No. Who would have guessed that I needed the split bark body and the granite shield again this early? I am pretty happy that I farmed those items when I did. And there is our elite casket, which I will be opening. Alright, what are we going to get? Okay, that was pretty bad. That could have been a Dragonstone amulet giving us a second amulet of glory, but I'll take a combat bracelet, I guess. I'll need it for my house anyways. Before we head back to the demonic gorillas, we are going to do the Runescape birthday event, which just dropped a little while ago. And there is the 2022 Runescape birthday event completed, giving us these cool skis, which I will definitely be keeping, and a half full wine jug. Alright, I've had my fun with the skis, I'll put them up. Let's head back to demonic gorillas. While banking, I was checking my collection log for what I've got from the gorillas, and I somehow failed to realize from that elite clue we got a Zamrock page, which is a unique. That means we are halfway done with the unholy book. I'm sorry, but what? Did I just get a second pair of ballista limbs? Oh, okay. The back-to-back, though? No, sadly not again. But how is it that we get 2 ballista limbs before we get any other uniques? I mean, it's cool because I'll never need to hunt for these items again, but if I get a duplicate, I'd just be upset. Like, look at that. That is so weird. We've got 2 ballista limbs and 126 KC. There's 81 magic off alking some drops. And there is our demonic gorillas task completed. Sadly, we didn't get anything other than those ballista limbs, but we got to do one more kill to see if maybe we can get lucky. And we got nothing. Sweet. So from our demonic gorillas, we managed to make a total of 3.7 mil. Got a bunch of alkables, a decent amount of our prayer pots back, 6 full brews, and a bunch of runes. I really am happy with the death and law runes. I did actually keep track of the money we made while alking as well. I started the task with 1 million GP exactly, and now I have 2.3 mil, so we made 1.3 mil just alks. That was a quick casket. Yoink. Got trash. Time to money dump more gold into miscellanea. And now I guess it'd be a good time to do the new quest, Land of Goblins, so I can actually use my quest cape again. Because I really missed that fairy ring, being right next to the cape teleport. Yoink. Rune arrow tips, not bad. And there's the goblin mail we needed for the quest.
Hi, and welcome to my guide. Today we will be complete.
And there is Land of the Goblins completed, meaning we can now use our quest cape again. And they left us with a little bit of a cliffhanger for another goblin quest, which I'm looking forward to. Until then though, let's do the Hope Spear Will mini quest. It required Land of the Goblins to be completed and gives us like 38,000 prayer XP, so I'm gonna do it. And there's the final guy dead. That was a little bit harder than I thought it would be.
Hopefully it has helped. Subscribe, rate, and comment. Okay, thanks, bye.
Bye. And with us killing that last guy, we can now bury all these bones, giving us a bunch of prayer XP. Look at these drops. I want to see the 20k drop. Yeah, 71 prayer. And I do have a bunch of bones in the bank that I'm going to use on altars as well. If we use all the bones in the insult heads in our bank, we'll get exactly 75 prayer, which is really cool because we'll get an extra point per prayer pot. If we get level 76, we'll actually get +2. So hopefully somehow I get lucky with these bones. Yoink. Yoink. More baby dragon bones to use on the prayer grind. Massive level coming in. There is 74 prayer, meaning we now have access to rigor if I get the scroll, but that also puts us at 99 combat. We are finally done with all the bones in our bank. Let's go ahead and move on to the insult heads. And there it is, 75 prayer has been obtained. Our next task is going to be Lizardmen. That is really nice. Maybe we can get the Dragon Warhammer. Had to massacre some unicorns, and that is to make super anti-poisons, of course. And in the process, I noticed we were really close to a herbal level, so there is 71. One more level and we can make ranging pots without boosts. We are all prepped. It is now shaman time. So on our way to Shamans, I have a little bit of a heads up for you guys as for the goals that I have laid out right now. Once we finish up this task, I am praying that we get some melee tasks so I can get some more combat levels. The second I get 100 combat, we are going to take part in 3 separate grinds. For one, we are going to get 65 rune crafting and 75 smithing so we can do all of the hard diaries, because with 100 combat we'll have access to everything. Following this, we'll get Elite Void, which is going to take us like 14 hours. And then once we get the Elite Void, we are going to go ahead and kill Vorkath 50 times to get the Ava's Assembler. And then another cool thing is with 100 combat, we'll have access to Duradel. With all those grinds knocked out though, we'll finally be able to take part in our 83 Slayer grind with nothing to stop us. And there is our Lizardman's task completed. That was our 120th task, so we did get 60 bonus points. And I'm going to do one more kill, per usual, kind of like a trend that I do now, to see if we can maybe get the hammer. And of course, never lucky. Now with that task completed, we officially have 222 Lizardman Shaman kills. I'm praying for a good task next, come on. Fire Giants, that is terrible. But at least we can melee it, and I am going to do this hard clue real quick. That is terrible. I'm skipping that. Alright, let's hit that, run that back. And more Shamans. It's like deja vu. There's 83 range, and there is yet another Shaman's task completed. At least I can say we got 76 Slayer off that task. New collection log item, the Addis Seed. We also got a brand new PB. Yoink. 2 rune bars, that's actually kind of cool. You know what? I'm gonna have fun with this task. Let's go ahead and do some KBD. Here is our scuffed ass low risk Ironman setup. And yes, somehow melee is better than range. I used the DPS calculator and turns out melee is just slightly better, and we also get to use proselyte so we get a higher prayer bonus. And there is our first ever KBD kill, giving us U-logs. That's actually a really good drop. It also completed 2 medium combat tasks. There is another medium combat task completed. And there is an easy combat task for 10 KC. And there is the final kill of our task, 17 KC total. And that only took us about an hour and a half, so that wasn't too bad. Not really the task I was looking for, but we still do need to get a Brine Saber for clues in the future, and that will be pretty good for training. There it is, we got the Brine Saber. That is awesome to see. That is needed for a few clues, and that is the only reason why we have to do this task. Oh, well, we've also hit 60 million total XP, did not realize that. Yay, more demonic gorillas. Maybe this time we can get a Zenite? I actually just made a discovery, and that demonic gorillas task isn't at the wait. We are really close to getting 83 hit points and 80 attack, and with these 2 levels we'll be exactly 100 combat. In other words, I'm gonna go kill Ammonite crabs real quick, get that level, and take part in the diary grind. Like I said earlier, that is the big goal that I have in mind right now, and once we get that knocked out, we'll have nothing stopping us from continuing Slayer. And there is 80 attack, the final level for 100 combat. Yoink. And we got 70 rune darts. That's pretty good for the blowpipe. Let's quickly do this easy clue, and then I guess we have to go mine a bunch of Dale Essence for 65 rune crafting. A 2-step easy, I'll take that, and from this we get terrible loot. And there's our 10,000 Dale Essence, just gotta convert it real quick. Yep, right to my bank. It is now ZMI time. Okay, maybe not quite yet, somehow we're missing our large pouch. Oh, and there it is already, it only took like 10 kills. That is a really good kill time, 1 minute and 8 seconds for a Spori. And our loot is going to be... Come on, be good. Terrible per usual, but there's 76 farming. And 1775 total level. Big old milestone level, there's 60 rune crafting. Meaning we can now make Eternal Pegazians and Primordial Boots. Sweet. After a good few hours of rune crafting, there is 65. We can finally move on to making some money. Before I head over there though, there is one quick thing I want to do, and that is to make the Dragon Square Shield. I've had these 2 parts in my bank for such a long time now, and now that we're coming up on the diaries, I figured I'd go ahead and make this. There we go. This should complete a hard arty diary task as well, and I did that mainly for Fashionscape purposes, because this shield's sick. This is also our best in slot range shield, for defensive purposes at least, because a little while ago they got rid of the range attack bonus getting decreased on square shields as well as chain bodies. So this is actually our new range setup. And there is our first kill back, immediately being a PB. Nothing. Yes! Our second Corrupt Gauntlet kill, that was extremely close. And that is 3-2-1 mage completed. Obviously a PB and, oh, look at those alkables. And an elite clue. I guess let's go ahead and knock this out. And there is our casket. What are we going to get from this? A Ring of Wealth. That's not bad. Other than that though, that elite clue is absolute garbage. Another new PB giving us some more alkables. We've managed to collect quite a few crystal shards, and I've just now remembered you can actually upgrade crystal keys. Now I don't actually have the smithing level for this, and I will have to use an additional 5 crystal shards to upgrade these through Conwena. But with these enhanced crystal keys, you can open up this elven crystal chest right here, and it gives you better rewards than the normal crystal chest in Taverley. I'm mainly looking for the dragon stones because I need these for the POH eventually, and I'm also looking for some alkables. That is not alkables, but that is cool. And there is all of our keys for right now. We managed to get 2 more crystal keys back. That's okay. Surprisingly, that loot was not too bad. I was expecting a lot worse. We got a bunch of gems, which is really nice. There's another 2 crystal keys used, putting us at 11 uses. And there is another Corrupt Gauntlet completion, putting us at 10 KC total. And there is the Elite Combat Task Corrupt Gauntlet Veteran completed. And there we go. After a bit of Gauntlet, I think we are all set, money-wise, to get 75 smithing. So as of right now, we have 31 KC at the normal Gauntlet and 15 at the Corrupt. I did originally state that I was going for 80 smithing, but I just now realized you only need 75 for the hard diaries, so don't know where I got 80 from. We did also manage to use all the crystal keys we had, and we now have 21 dragon stones, and now it's time for us to buy all of our gold ore. And the way that I'm going to be doing this is buying 2 inventories full from Morden here, banking them, and then hopping worlds. Well, I definitely overestimated how much money I was going to need. We already have all the ore that we are going to need for 75 smithing, and we still have 2.6 million cash left over, so I don't even think we had to do the gauntlet, to be honest. At least it was fun and we got a bunch of dragon stones from it. And there we have it, all of the ore in our bank has been used, putting us at 40k away from 74 smithing. To get the rest of the XP for level 75, I will be turning all the bars that I made into plate bodies to alch them, so we can get at least a little bit of money back from this grind. This is awesome. Because we got 73 smithing, which I completely did not realize would give us this ability, we can now make adamant bolts, which I was not able to do without boosting before. Which means I can now make all the ruby and diamond bolts I can possibly dream of. Which is actually great because once I finish up all these diaries and I get the Elite Void, like I said earlier, we're going to be doing Vorkath, and these will be the best bolts for that. Here we go, the moment we've all been waiting for, 75 smithing. In other words, we now have all the requirements needed to do every single one of the hard diaries in the game. That feels amazing to say. So let's go ahead and start knocking these out. I will be doing this in the order that they appear minus the Western Province diaries. I am going to make this the last one I do. Well, as it turns out, the Arty diary requires us to check the health of a palm tree, which I just now grew. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and work on the other diaries, and I guess we can just come back to this later. This actually sucks so much. Killing the giant mole without a locator is literally the worst thing I've ever done. But even with that said though, there is our first ever KC completing a medium combat task. With these runes being crafted, there is the hard Falador diaries completed. Feels good, man. And there is our beautiful Falador Shield 3, allowing us to actually locate the mole now. It also just looks really cool, I didn't realize that. Along with getting this beautiful shield, we also get this lamp, giving us 15,000 Herblore XP. What do you know, we also just got another lamp for more Herblore XP from the genie. Anyways, as I was going to say, along with the completion of that diary, we now have access to the Crafting Guild Bank, and the giant mole now drops noted mole claws and mole skin, which is really good. In fact, it actually makes mole a really good way to get Bird's Nest for Ceridome and Bruce. Anyways, enough with Falador, let's go ahead and move on to the Fremennik diaries. And there is the Fremeni hard diaries completed. Really? Of course the crab had to hit me. Anyways, there is the actual completion as you can see there. We get the Fremi sea boots and another lamp. Let's put that right on Herblore per usual. Nice. Along with these fresh Jordans, we also get access to a few new spells, being the Tan Leather spell and Recharged Dragonstone spell underneath the Lunar spellbook. Aviances or Aviances will now drop adamant bars noted, which is great. And then my favorite part of the diary is the Troll Stronghold teleport using the Stony Basalts will now teleport you to the top of this area if you have 73 agility. Additionally, we can now use this shortcut, which is amazing because before I had to run into the actual stronghold and run all the way to the ladder. Alright, it's time for the Karamja diaries. One of the tasks for the diary is to get a Slayer task from Duradel, so we are going to have to skip our Black Demons task, which is a little bit unfortunate, but whatever. The cool thing is this is actually going to be our first ever task from Duradel, so let's see what we get. Vampires, that's not bad. Pretty good combat XP, and we also have a chance at a blood shard, so I'm pretty happy. Had to become a fight pit champion real quick. Then I helped my friend do his task and immediately lost that title. Shortly after dying to my friend, I grappled across these trees, and there is the hard Karamja diaries completed. Went ahead and put the lamp into Herblore again, and there are our Karamja gloves as well. Now the completion of this diary is unbelievably nice. These gloves now give us access to the gem mine, and it is an unlimited teleport. Down here is a great way to get gems, a great way to get the golem pet as well. And there's literally a bank here to bank all your gems. Now the main reason why these gloves are so nice is because this is the quickest way to get to Shiloh Village, and thus it's the best way to get to Duradel for my Slayer tasks. Like what else could you possibly ask for out of a diary completion? Alright, the Lumbridge diaries are next. Look at this dope ass train. Well, this sucks. To complete the Lumbridge diaries, we're gonna have to wait a little over 5 hours for this to grow, so in the meantime, let's move on to the Wilderness. So for the hard Wilderness diaries, we are gonna have to kill Crazy Archaeologist, the Chaos Fanatic, and Scorpio. But while I'm here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just kill all the Wilderness bosses and kill Callisto, Venenatus, and Videon as well. Because why not? Just killed the Chaos Fanatic. And there is the crazy archaeologist down. And there is our first ever Scorpia kill as well, putting us at... Oh, of course we get attacked. Anyways, there is the Hard Wilderness Diaries completed. Another 15,000 Herbal XP. And this is actually another diary where the rewards are really nice. For one, we now get 50% more lava shards per scale. We now have access to 2 more shortcuts, one from the lava maze and one to Lava Dragon Isle. We can now have 5 ecumenical keys at a time. And of course, the most important reward of all, we can now set our location when teleporting with ancient obelisks. So never again will we have to worry about teleporting to one of these random locations and just be able to select where we want to go. Alright, well, let's go kill Callisto, Vedion, and Venenatus. There's Venenatus down, and by the way, fuck this boss. Literally spent 25 minutes trying to safe spot the boss, but it wouldn't work. So I ended up just having to do 2 trips of just brute force attacking it. Anyways, let's go ahead and knock out Callisto. And of course, while killing Callisto, we get killed. Yoink. 5 amulets of power. I already have 10 of those. And there is Callisto down as well. Once again, fuck this boss. I mean, obviously my gear isn't that good, and neither is my stats, but when I pot up and have 94 range and I can't hit 20 times in a row, I think it's a little bit absurd. And of course, I die at Vedion as well. And there is Vedion down as well. Thankfully, they didn't kill him or attack him, so I did get the kill. And there is that elite task completed. That took me a little over an hour, and I'm so happy I got that done. Yoink, from darts again. Decided to complete Family Pest, so we can now buy cooking gauntlets. And now we are faced with another boss, and that is going to be Zora. Now I believe I can do this pretty easily with this gear setup, but it might take me a few attempts. First attempt was a flop. Yes, we did it. But the venom got me. No, but it counts. Yes, it counts. I'm not even worried that we didn't get the loot. I'm just happy we got that kill. I did end up having to switch up to the Blood Blitz because Ivan's was just not doing enough damage. And the good thing is us dying does not actually cost money because the first 50 kills no longer require you to buy back your lost items. So the only thing we have to do now is kill 300 Chompies and we'll be done with the Western Province Hard Diaries. It has officially been 5 hours, so we should be able to go get our Belladonna for the Lumbridge Hard Diaries. Don't worry, there is still hope. There is like a 60% chance that this will resurrect this crop. I am praying. Please? Please? No way. Fuck. And with this Chompy kill right there, there is 300 Chompies killed. In other words, there is the hard Western Province Diaries completed. And we also get these cool Chompy hats. Let's collect our banner and let's collect our lamp as well. You know the deal. Immediate Herbal XP. Nearly got ourselves a level. Now with this banner, we have a free teleport to the Piscatorius fishing colony. 1 time per day. We have the ability to get Elite Void, which is why we did this diary. We also have access to the Red Chinchompa hunting ground, which is amazing for when we train Hunter later. And go for the Golden Chinchompa, of course. Teleport crystals now hold up to 5 charges instead of 3. And we can now purchase the Crystal Halberd, which is awesome. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. And there it is for 750,000 smackaroos. We get this amazing weapon. In comparing stats to the Dragon Halberd, it is a huge upgrade. Look at that melee strength difference. This is going to be awesome for DKs as well as other big creatures that I can hit with the Halberd spec. So we get to put this weapon to rest. Served well, but I'll take my 150k, please. Actually, speaking of crystal items, there's one more thing I'm going to go get just for fun. And there it is. After an hour and 25 minutes, we finally killed the rabbit, which mind you has the exact same stats as Corp. I did of course use the cheese method because there was no way I was fighting that boss naturally. But yeah, there's the Crystal Grail, a 500k item, and it is awesome. Look how cool we look. Yeah, definitely going to be used a lot in my fashionscape. It is a new day and I just logged on to the most beautiful sight. The Belladonnas have finally grown. Let's pick those real quick. And there is the hard Lumbridge Diaries completed. And along with those Belladonnas, our palm tree and the tree gnome village has also grown, giving us 76 farming. Oh, actually 77. And it also completes the hard Ardon Province Diaries. Don't know why I included Province there. Let's go ahead and pay 2 pints a visit. Let's put this XP right into Herbivore, and this time we are going to get a level. There is 72, allowing us to make range potions. That is amazing. Along with this, we get this awesome cloak, which actually matches 2 pints. And compared to the Artie Cloak 2, this one has 5 prayer bonus instead of 3. Some other bonus rewards we get from completing this diary is this cape now has 5 teleports to the Artie farm patch. We can now officially change the Watchtower teleport to teleport us to Yanil, which I'm going to do right now, because who wants to go to the Watchtower? Like, look at that. That's awesome. And lastly, instead of having just a 10% increased chance to have a successful pickpocket in Ardoin, it's now across all of Gielinor. And now let's pay this guy a visit. I'm not even going to attempt to say his name. Thank you, sir. I'll be taking my Herbal XP. The benefits of having this ring is we now have unlimited teleports to the Faldor farming patch. And we get 10% increased experience from Tears of Guthix, and that is literally it. There's nothing else important. I mean, we do have access to this shortcut right here, but I don't really see a practical use for this. Now, with all that said though, if you just take a quick look at our achievement diaries, every single one of the hard tasks have been completed. And while I was doing the hard diaries, whenever I had the chance to do an elite task, I did that as well, as you can probably tell. But we finally got that goal knocked out. I'm happy that it's over, and we can now move on to getting our elite void. However, our elite void is going to have to wait for the next episode. I am extremely happy with the progress managed to knock out this episode, completing all of the hard diaries, getting 100 combat, and finally gaining access to Duradel. These are some goals that I've had set out for quite a long time now. And now that we finally got them knocked out, we can get some pretty big upgrades on the account, which will be done in the next episode. Anyways, for those of you that have made it this far, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to look out for the future episodes and subscribe, comment, and like. Check me out on Twitch, and make sure to check out my Discord in the description below as well. And most importantly, I hope all of you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.